Hey guys, it's Maddie. So today I'm going to be answering some questions that I often get regarding working at a haunted house, just kind of my personal experience. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so my first question is, which haunted house do you work at? I work at FearFest Haunted House in Columbia, Missouri. My second question is, how old were you when you started haunting? I started haunting at 16 years old, and that was actually the first year I was able to audition for a haunted house. And I've been doing it ever since. How long have you been haunting? This October will actually be my 7th season in a row haunting. What got you into haunting? Why did you start? Oh boy. Well, I'm originally from a little area in California called Manhattan Beach. It's in Los Angeles, but it's not really in the city or anything. So, I had never heard of such a thing. I didn't know haunted houses were like a thing that you could do or go through. So when I finally moved to Missouri, actually a year after I moved to Missouri, that's when I learned about haunted houses. I was 15 years old, and a bunch of my friends wanted to go through one of the haunts in my area. Specifically, they wanted to go to Necropolis, and I wanted to go. I was on board. I was really excited. So when the time came, we got to Necropolis. I bought my ticket, and oh my God. So there were some actors outside messing with the customers in line waiting, They're called line actors. And a lot of the line actors could tell that I was really scared. So what did they decide to do? They decided to pick on me. As you can probably guess, I was not a happy camper. I actually ended up crying before I even entered the haunt, and I literally just could not go through. All my friends went through, and I literally stayed outside and was hugging the lady who was taking tickets and being like, oh, don't touch the actors, they won't touch you, blah, blah, blah. Who's giving all the rules? I was hugging her and crying until they closed. The sad thing is, I'm not exaggerating here. It was bad. But while I was hugging the ticket lady and was obviously scared, some of the other line actors would continue to torment me because, you want to entertain the guests, so, watching someone be scared is entertaining. So while I was holding on to the ticket lady, she actually started pointing out the actors who were outside, and she would tell me their name, what they're like, just their relationship, and honestly that humanized them more for me because these were people in masks and freaky costumes and horror makeup, and I had never been exposed to anything like that, and I was a huge scaredy cat back then. Making them into real people is what helped me realize okay, this is okay. This is okay. And that was the night I decided I wanted to work at a haunted house. Did you get to pick your character? No. My first year was 2012, and at the training meeting thing at FearFest that year, before the season started, the actors, we all went through with the owners, and we were assigned spots. The co-owner of FearFest, she wanted me to be her character, Susie. Susie was a little girl, a sickly little girl in the asylum, and she was kind of like a gross out character-ish. She had a bloody nose and you were supposed to pick it and eat it. Customers did not like that. So that was who I was my first year haunting. However, once the season started, I was kind of exploring what worked and what didn't work. Exploring what worked and what didn't work as far as scares go. That's how I was able to develop Susie into my own character. So no, initially I did not get to pick my own character, but I was able to evolve her through the years, and now every year that's who I am. Describe your character. The character I've created over the years, I renamed her Sugar because she ended up being way different from Susie, so I thought it just was best that I renamed her because now she's mine and she's very special to me. So Sugar is a little girl, still like Susie, but she has multiple personalities. The first one is just normal little girl. When I say normal, I mean creepy little girl. I have this voice that I'm able to use that a lot of people don't like because it creeps them out. And my other personality is this more aggressive, demonic character. So I just kind of make that 180 flip of a switch, go from yeah to screaming in your face really deep, just coming at you, invading your personal space. So yeah, that's Sugar in a nutshell. She's crazy. What has been your favorite year haunting? Without a doubt, I would have to say 2012, my first year ever haunting when I was 16, and 2017, so last year when I was 21, except in 2017, I was living in Florida. So I worked at a haunted house called a Petrified Forest. It was so much fun. The people were passionate and amazing. The sets were incredible. Like, it was all built in a forest. It was just incredible, like what they were able to do with a trail in the forest in Florida. I was really impressed with the sets. I was impressed with the effects. I was impressed with the makeup. I was impressed with the people. I was impressed with the passion, and just, you could tell everyone was just 100% in it. And honestly, that was probably my second favorite year. That haunt was a ton of fun because it was just, I feel like just having the change of venue and haunting with new people who were just as passionate as me, new sets, new effects, new makeup. It was just really amazing to come into a new haunt and be welcomed with open arms and just already be a part of the family. Many haunts, one haunt family. 2012 was my first year, and that was the year that really brought the magic of Halloween back for me. As we get older, I feel like holidays kind of lose their magic, and Halloween's always been my favorite holiday. So having Halloween lose its magic was, not to be dramatic, but it was heartbreaking. And when I started working at Fear Fest, it really brought the magic back at full force, and I will always be forever grateful for that. Those two have been the most magic years, and they have been my favorite years. Do you ever get scared when you see other actors in costume and makeup? No, not at all. Even when I started working, a little bit. Like, it was just the sight of them wouldn't be scary. It would be more like I would be in my room, my first year haunting. I would just be chilling in my room by myself, and another actor would pop in to say hi, and I wasn't expecting it. So suddenly there's this freaky looking monster in my room. I wasn't expecting it. So yeah, I would get a little freaked out. But just the sight of them in costume and makeup doesn't scare me because I know these people. It's not about just knowing that, like, that's a person under all of that. It's knowing that that's a member of my haunt family under that. That's someone I know, that's someone I love, that's someone who's on my side. Do you ever get scared while working? Okay, so I want to say no, because no, but I also want to say yes, because kinda. Okay, so here's the thing. Almost every year, I have cried in my spot at least once. That makes me sound like such a bad haunter. But okay, in my defense, I've always been a scaredy cat, and being in a new room by myself with the effects, the animatronics, scary music, whatever is in my room that year, that can be scary, you know? But I've never been scared around a customer. No customer has ever seen me like that. And it has always been in the very beginning of the season when that has happened. Actually, on dress rehearsal night is the night it would happen. So I'm all good. And as far as actually working, no. I'm in control, you're on my turf, and I'm gonna make you cry. Have you ever been hurt while haunting? If getting punched in the face counts, then yes. What is your favorite part about haunting? Oh, I have two favorite parts about haunting. My first favorite part about haunting is easily the haunt family that I become a part of and get to know and grow to love and scare people with. When you join a haunt, you become a family with the other actors. You're all there because you share a common passion, Halloween and scaring people, and we bond as we work together towards a common goal, scaring people, and sharing our experiences. We're a family, and I love it. My second favorite part about haunting is the magic that it brings back to the Halloween season. I started haunting, the whole month of October just got its magic back, and it just totally transformed the season, and Halloween in October has had its magic again ever since. So there you have it, just me answering some frequently asked questions that I get about my personal experience haunting. Bye babes, thanks for watching and happy haunting!